Oh my god! What the freaking hell was that?
Just save it. Yes, he is. Good boy.
Muno realizes he's on for a podium if he just relaxes here. It's a last lap.
Oh, but he's gone.
Oh!
He could be gone for you.
No, Muno doesn't listen. Muno doesn't care.
But I'm getting you, and he's got
Mexican, and he sends it around the outside. Cuddy and Essendon got 3-second time penalties. Oh, they're 3 wide. Oh, I can't look, boys. Oh, BM's just sent it. Touched wide.
BM.
Around the outside. He is. Oh, he's got penalty for what a move. What a move. Yano tripped. Oh, he's going for another.
Oh, holds it around the outside. Oh, no.
Still there. Still side by side. Oh, take there with the balls.
Keeps it in front. But Chunky's off 2 positions here. Jala and Greenbit's going at it. And down the inside comes Storm. Oh, he holds it. They hold it.
They're still going. Still. And he's got the inside line for here, and he's managing, holding it, keeping space, but not giving them too much space. Vono risking it.
He's going on the outside.
Oh, what a move.
He made a move
move.
on the Alpha Tauri.
What a move.
Oh, now they're going to go 3 wide. Oh, they're 3 wide. The Haas is in the middle. He's made it through both of them.
The Cyber Husky with the fastest lap on the softs, of course. Expect nothing less. Cheeseman trying to go up the inside of Christopher Attack. Oh, around the outside. Oh, he makes it stick. Oh.
Yep. Sonny's around the outside. Oh, it's not going to work. BM keeps it wide. Oh my god, this is insane. And he's going to take the inside lane. Rapidendo is retired in the pit lane. And guess who will be jumping back into the cold spots?
Can he go to the outside? Tristan Primetime breaks early.
Oh,
Up the inside goes Noodles. Crazy good overtake. Coming around for Rapid Vono now.
For Noodles on the outside. Noodles holds it in around the outside. If you don't mind, Josie takes the lead with 2 laps to go. He's definitely got wing damage. He has. His front wing paint is gone. Reedy is smelling blood. Can he get him up on the inside? Oh, thank you, Cody's finding a good camera angle. Oh, great pass from Reedy. He's into P1 on his debut.
Grab the points from Mercedes here.
Oh,
He's got side by side here.
Oh my god, they really did.
And they go.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Same
We got
situation
goats
with
here.
that
Let's
earlier
get
on.
goats. Let's get goats. Oh, Buckley holds it. Oh, what a move. What a move.
Confidence there. Phantom, Huda, go for the move on Noodles. Can he fling it around the outside? Oh, and Kahoot jumps up the inside. Oh, Huda.
Trying to get in front of Daff. Now, all Daff needs to do is stay 3 seconds. What's Rubik doing? Oh my god. Is he gonna this? Yano! Oh! That is how you do it!
Three lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, lights out, and the race to turn 1 has begun. Rubrik's got through on the inside line, Daff coming through. Here we go to turn 1, no major collisions. Beautiful to see, but Daff does hold out, and we're on the outside there. The two, Josie Kahoot with an absolute.
That's a double overtake over this.
I didn't get that on the stream. So we're looking here from Daz, up on here. He's had an absolute humdinger up 3 positions. He's got Noodles on his,
get it done before
up on the inside, hard break. Those red light, you called it too.
Oh, Super gonna follow him through, maybe no.
Coming down the straight, this is going to end in carnage.
This is gonna be 4 wide.
4 wide, Debonator. With G's into all over it. Oh, here comes through Relic on the inside. And who's going to get this? Debonator was it? That is great racing. Debonator comes out in 14th. Goes for life in. Daz looks on the outside. Outside. Oh, Kimmy. Jesus.
Oh, come on, Daz.
Oh, Daz. Daz. Oh, please. Please, Daz. Double overtake. Oh, please replay that. Kimmy. That is going to Yano. Absolute stonker lap. Daz, well done. Yano, clip it. Okay. Oh, here we go. Daff's up. Kahoot. And Kahoot's boxed. Kahoot is boxed. He's boxed.
He's lost himself this.
Oh my god. That is the worst strategy call I've ever seen. Kahoot has just handed the win to Daff.
He's got it.
He's got it.
He's got it. I reckon he's got it. Yeah,
Oh no!
He's out.
Oh no!
Opened up the steering there. What the hell is he doing?
Is that the corner?
That's good.
Are you talking Kahoot on Kitch? Yeah.
Yeah, he was great in quali pace.
Oh, on the outside. On the outside of Siberia. Hartwigger. What on the... Oh, he's on the outside. Is he going to get a pen for
We're
that?
talking about him.
Yeah. He's just missed out on the side. He's coming up in here.
Oh,
Hartwigger. What a fun. Wow.
I'm just looking at this.
And that's it. Daps across the line. He's our winner. Daz comes through P2. Noodles. Will he jump into P3? He gets the P2. Betsy and Kahoot, they are coming to the line. Who's going to get the job done? Will Betsy hold on to P4? Oh, Kahoot! Kahoot's done it! Kahoot has done a Bottas. So, let's wind this up. Hugh Daff, our victor, P1. He went from P1 to P1, wins our first race of Division 1, Season 5. Noodles gets the job done in P2, the Greek-Japanese warlord. Daz on debut, well, not really on debut, but in his first full season in the...
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Rapid Racing Round 2. We come from the beautiful sun-soaked coast of Italy. We are at Imola for Round 2 Division 1 action. I'm your host, Rapid Pajala. Thanks very much for all our 18 people streaming in here. Great to have you guys all on board. Also, a newcomer, Harry Green. Welcome to the chat, mate. Good to have you there. It's your boy, Kahoot is in the mud. Absolutely, it's your boy, Rapid Daff. Kahoot's going to spin. Probably is Free Kahoot. That's right. That is the thing. Hashtag Free Kahoot. Unfortunately, Kahoot has been he's been chat banned out of Xbox for the week. Apparently, he called some kids or a kid a certain particular thing that he wasn't meant to. G'day, McNeils. How are you, mate? Thanks. Welcome to the chat to you as well. Willie, 6 months as a subscriber. Great to have you. Thanks so much for your commitment, Willie. Welcome back to the Rapid family. Free mute. Claps, welcome, mate. How are you, buddy? My rear end hasn't been the same since you clapped into it in Brazil last Friday, mate. So, anyway, we will talk about that later. And Claps is dead. So, we are on board here. We're going to start getting racing. He is copying it, mate. It's Rapid Pajala, mate. The guy you took out on Friday night, Claps. Hey, Chrissy, welcome, mate. Good to have you here as well. Just going to get the camera angles here. Round 1 or round 2. If you didn't tune in, we had a fantastic race, and Hugh Daff was our good winner. Great one. Went from pole. And let's see if let's see if yo Hendo, how are you, mate? Claps, loves a spin, he does. Debonator, hey mate, how are you? Welcome to the chat for the first time as well. As everyone tunes in, we're going to go trackside here. It's called a motor race. That is it, mate. That is it. Who daff. So let's see if Who daff can go back to back. Good to see. We're going to go through as Jamo goes on his outlap. First one there. Didn't have as much success. Got bombed out in the first couple of laps in the Haas. Just going to get my little statuses turned off. And seems like Jamo's rubber banding a little bit, so hopefully that goes there. Patrick Swayze out there on an outlap. Rapid Daz also on an outlap. Good to see the Aston Martins. Daz would have been okay, got onto the pole or on the podium. Probably a little bit disappointed with his qualifying, but really more to do with how Swayze sort of took him out. Yeah, a little bit later on, McNeil's. I'm actually waiting on Vorno to join us, mate. So if he doesn't join, you're more than welcome to join me in there, mate. So Rapid Noodles in the pits as well. So Daz, our first guy, actually Jamo will be the first one. In fact, no, it's actually Daz who is our first one out on track. Just to give you an idea, Rapid Daff, Hugh's younger brother, got pole here last night. Reddy's left the session. Not too sure why. Hopefully he can come back. Just the one connection, please, guys. As we go down, very tricky little S's. He's been able to clip that quite nicely on the inside as we go down the back straight. Short back straight, just down here. Short left into a fourth left. Don't want to go too there, through the houses and onto the main straight with the DRS is just here past the entry point. Beautiful track, Imola. 15 flat, shots fired. Kitschy. Gimme Kitschy after midnight with a 15-2. What's Jamo got in store for us? He was the next across the line. Yes. Fuck you as well. That's right. Thank you very much, Chrissy. Beautiful stuff there with the redeem. Jamo with a 15-6. So we are going through Patrick Swayze. Next one to come across the line. OC Niku, welcome mate to the chat. Beyblade Coots of Gamer. And there we go. Harry goes, let me be the safety car. Fair enough. So Swayze with a 16.024. And let's see. The silent one. Let's call him the silent one. Kahoot out there. Just trundling it along. He has been chat banned for the week. Free Kahoot is the thing. Hey, Rudy, how are you, mate? Get back into the lobby and qualify, mate. Stop chatting. It'd be nice. What? The mum wants you to close the window. Oh, gee. Oh, okay, rightio. Fair enough then. Okay, I think I figured out who OCE Knob is. It's my son. There we go. Can you close the door? And Kahoot the mute. AO, let's go. Beautiful stuff. Crunchy, haha, how are we, mate? So Kahoot going slower than a go-kart without an engine by the looks of it. Let's see on Kimmy's going around here at the moment. We've got a McLaren. Wonder if that's actually he's on an outlap Jackos, and Noodles is in the pits. So the Alfa Romeo, yep, no, they're both on outlaps there. So Hartwigger, not a bad pole there from Hartwigger first up, but would be expecting a little bit more. Let's hope. Maybe let's just take a look on Hartwigger as he comes around. Yeah, just taking a very nice stroll there, Mickey. Absolutely agree. So we're right on board with Hartwig, first time here from Formula IC, our sister league. Glad to have him joining here in the Alfa Romeo for the first season. Let's see what he comes through into the Sector 2. This was obviously changed with the unfortunate passing of Senna and that death about 24 years ago now. Coming into this tight little S's again. Just slight lift off, but he's actually, unfortunately for Hartwig, he's invalidated. Josie Wales coming in the great. Here comes the silent one. The silent assassin, 6 seconds up. What's he got here? 14.5. Shots fired, Kahoot. Unbelievable time there. 14.573. Let's just go and take a look at that. Back Jesse on. Wales coming in the great. Here comes the silent one. The silent assassin, 6 seconds up. What's he got here? 14.5. Shots fired, Kahoot. There we go. Thanks very much for the Rapid Racing replay there for the first time. There we go. We've got even replays now. Going next level. So Kahoot with a 14.75. Jamo has got himself in the 14.75 as well. We are into the 14s. It is only Q1. Rapid Daz with a 9.33. Yeah, new feature, Reedy. Playing around with it, mate. So we'll see how that goes. Rapid Kitchen there with a 15.3. Let's just take a look out on board. Hartwigger goes through in that short hairpin just at the end of the straight back here. Free Kahoot from Daniel, absolutely. Very tricky right-hander here. Just want to get through. Mark Pins goes in the bin into this little chicane. Want to hit that clip through. Hartwigger knocking too bad. Rapid Willie's left the session. He's disconnected. Getting back in. Free Willie. Let's see what Hartwigger's got in store for us here. Coming to the front. 15.6. Good enough for P7. Debonator has invalidated. We've got the first... Oh, we've got a spinner there. That's Rubric without the wing. Without the wing, Rubric. The Division 1, the owner, decides that he, well, wants to do a little bit of rallycross there and see what the Alpine can do off-road. He has had an absolute catastrophe there. Nils coming through here on Sector 1. Very slow outlap there from him. Got one of the Red Bulls coming through. I think that might be Relic. What's he got in store for us? He's 3 seconds up on his 20. Relic comes through. 14.991. Wow. These times are super fast. And then we're talking Q1. It's just going to get faster from here, ladies and gentlemen. Good to see Reptile in the Haas filling in. 15.596. Good to see the Broken One back in Rapid Racing Division 1. Good to have you back, Broken, tonight. Debonator here on the back straight. It's all go, Claps. Don't worry about it, mate. Don't worry about it. Race was ruined well and truly before you got there. Anyway, so Debonator through those chicanes down to this small back straight. The Williams giving him either a little bit of a drag. For Hugh Daff, thank you very much. So we'll go on board with Yano for Hugh Daff when he finally comes out. He's going to come out in a minute, but Debonair with a 15.993. Great time. Good to have him back there. So Sector 3, I think Hugh Daff will come out again. So my understanding is we've got to redeem here. There it is, Yana hot lap. So let's go on the board. This is Yano. So Hugh Daff coming up here into the main straight on his hot lap. The Hugh Daff champion, he won in Bahrain. The Senna S has been changed after Senna unfortunately tragically died down here. He comes through at wide. Hugh Daff very, very fast, coming up into the sweeping left-right corner. Touching the brake ever so slightly. Coming in here, his teammate in front, telling him to get the fuck out of the road. There's a Hugh Daff is coming, the Daff train. Wanting to replicate his little brother from last night who went in the pole with the 1:14.393. So we see how Hugh Daff go. Sweeping left hand here, coming down into the one of my favorite parts of the circuit. Full flat out on the throttle, hard onto the brake as we go right. Trying to get the traction as we come to this tight chicane. Don't want to hit it too hard or you end up in Sweden. Down to the mini back straight, just into the left, going through the gears. Getting a toll like a motherfucker from his good friend Benny Black. Up here onto the straight, he's got a 107, so he's going to be low. Is he going to be the 14s? Let's see what he does. 14.8, good enough for P4 for Hugh Daff. This is the gospel according to Yano. Thank you very much for Niels for redeeming the Yano hot lap tonight. Hugh Daff into P4. Willie is yet to post a time. He's still trying to get in. Rubric down on that lap. So let's ride on board with the owner as he tries to set a time here. Noodles in P2 with a 7:09. Jackos coming into the pits. Yep, absolutely, SD. It's going to be an absolute humdinger for you to commentate with the Division 3 boys tomorrow night live on the Rapid Racing Network from 8 o'clock. Tune in as SD Romulus tries to get a lobby that doesn't break. Willie's having all sorts of problems trying to connect. The owner down here on the back straight, flat out on this left hand, one of the best parts of this circuit. If you get it right, it feels so nice. Rubric down here into the hard chicane, just want to miss that inside right. You want to hit the left. Beautifully done through that, trying to carry as much speed as you possibly can. Downhill to the last. Nice to see Daff. Cahoots retired. He believes his time, obviously a pole, is good enough for 14.573. The owner, 15.3, only good enough for P14. Hugh Daff's also retired. He thinks his time's good enough. Not too sure, Harry. We'll take a look at that flexible wing on the Mercedes. Patrick Swayze really needs to improve. Currently in P17 with 2.5 minutes to go. Rapid claps. Oh boy, it's almost up there with Yanen's wet. He's probably is. You can definitely do that, Clapsy, if you want to do that and welcome yourself to the Rapid family. More the merrier. We've got plenty of them. So Swayze coming here into the last two corners. Rapid Kitch is retired as well. Rapid Willie's joined. Hopefully he can get a time with 2 minutes 15.6. Only good enough for P17. Ain't going to get the job done. Rubric is on the cusp. Debonator on an outlap. Supra on an outlap. Willie hasn't had a time yet. Swayze, even though he gained 3/10, not good enough. Daz is retired. He believes his time is. And Hartwigger with a 15.274 is coming out just to make sure that he has got the time good enough to get him through into Q2. Rubric has charged the batteries and in going for another run here. The owner in the number 12, the Alpine. Exactly. We had a great day, SD. Us back from the back of the grid, just absolutely, and Reddy's retired from the session. He reckons his time's good enough. Going to take a look here on Supra. Let's take a ride on him in the Williams this year. Moved over from the Red Bull, from the Viagra-induced Honda lawnmower, and he makes his way to the Williams. and Supra looking very nice here. 24.6, just the 1/10, but he really needs to find almost a second over this lap. And is that going to come to Supra over these over these two sectors, or is he going to bow out? Be a shame. Had a pretty good end to the season, got some really good results. Hits that chicane quite nicely. Trying to carry some speed. Debonator right behind him, unfortunately. So Supra is actually turning himself into a brick wall and is costing Debonator his chance of going through. So Supra, what's he got in store? Can he get into the 15s? It's not going to be enough. 3/10. 15.993 for Debonator. Not good enough for him as well. Willie is retired, unfortunately. Let's see, is there anyone else? Broken Reptile. He's 1/10 down. He's got to find 2/10s. Rubric has finished his qualification. Supra might be going for a second lap. Has got it. And Broken Reptile is the only one that can knock out the owner, who's finished on a 15.3. He's got to find 3/10s. Does Reptile have it in him? We come across the last two sections, but he's invalidated, so he's out. That's it. It's all over. 3/10. Oh, Supra's lost it. He's lost it, unfortunately, so he's out. So the owner gets through, scrapes through. Andy, welcome to the stream, mate. Good to have you on board. Great race from you. Very unlucky. Thought you were definitely on course for the podium. It's your boy. I ended up watching the stream this morning for the Div3 boys, and very, very impressed with some of the racing, and very, very impressed with some of the spinning. And boys, just to let you know, you cannot reset to track. Well, Swayze, you know, you can't win them all, but mate, a 15.6 is not a time to cough around, but in this league, it's definitely, you're talking about a 1.1 second gap from Q1 or from P1 right through, in fact 1.4 seconds right through to P19, and unfortunately Willie couldn't find a time. He's had some connection issues, so he will be, unfortunately, bowing out here, so he's going to be out there. So let's wrap it through. The silent one, Rapid Kahoot, Noodles, Jamo, Betsy, Hugh Daff in P5, Relic. I tell you what, Hugh Daff's younger brother, Ollie, will be on the phone to Hugh saying, mate, I'll show you how it's done. Rapid Daz P7, Reedy P8 in the Chinese Whisperer, Kimi Raikkonen P9, 10, Benny Black, Josie, Jackos, Hartwigger, and Rapid Rubric counts out. Broken Reptile out, Swayze, Supra, Debonator, and Willie didn't get to post a time. As we move on to Q2, good to see 25 viewers. Great to have you on board. So we were going to move into Q2. Andy in the chat claiming that Hugh Daff raced as well. I can assure you it was Ollie. Absolutely. Well, no. Well, I don't need a Spinala in Brazil claps. I just need someone to run up my ass or brake check me. Shout out to AMG Perez. Hope you're doing well, mate. As we go into Q2. Be interesting to see if anybody tries and takes a gamble on the mediums. Yeah, he was, mate. Yeah, he was, Claps. He gone. G-O-N-E. Gone. So let's take a look at the tyre situation here. Rubric, everyone coming out. Noodles in Q3, right along. Yep, absolutely. We can do that, mate. No more Yano. Yano's already been claimed for tonight. Did that in Q1 there with the one Hugh Daff. Noodles in Q3 for the SD one. Yes, it is. It's over, all right. Reedy, it looks like it's sunny to me, mate. Pretty much, but if it's going to be raining during the race, yeah, just let me know. Absolutely happy to know the weather. So a couple of guys out on track at the moment. Got Jamo going out first. Yeah, when Bottas got kicked. Big shout out to Pinju. Hope he's doing well now that he's changed his name back to what it was. We've still got AMG Hamilton floating around, and I believe Norris is reserving for Div3. Hamilton actually did pretty good, actually. He was leading the race last week in Bahrain. And if you didn't tune in last night, a fantastic race with the Div2 boys. And very, very happy. A couple of guys in there. Tune in, take a look at that replay. A race you do not want to miss. So running on board here with Jamo. He almost did a last to first, absolutely. Problem is, Jamo just gets a little bit fishtaily there, but gets away with it into the second S's. Brakes hard. Willie has now left the session. I think he's done. He ain't going to be racing tonight, Willie. He's got his hoodie on backwards and can't connect. So, Jamo down here. This sweeping right-hander, taken flat out, just clips the inside apex. Down into third. Accelerating away down here into this hard. You want to clip the inside and out. Take the curbs as hard as you dare without throwing the car out to the right. Probably got the car a little bit unbalanced there, but that's what needs to be done as we come through to the last two turns on the mediums. Let's see what the first time is in anger. 15.689 on the mediums. That's actually a pretty handy lap, if I must say myself. And on the Aston Martins, who we've got? We've got Daz coming across the line with a 16 flat. The AlphaTauri, that might be Hugh Daff there, on his warm-up lap. So, thank you. Okay, so it looks like we might have a bit of rain on our hands for the race, and if anything came by, it was very, very late in the race, and by the looks of the weather forecast, we're looking at about the 30-minute mark, so you're probably going to see if the rain comes, it's probably going to come in the last 8 to 9 laps. If you tuned in for the Division 2 last night, you would have found that it was the last 2 laps and the boys were able to finish that race on the Reds. Hugh Daff is invalidated, unfortunately. Jamo's on the way in. So Rubrik's coming out here. Ready. Let's take a look at what Ready can do in the Ferrari. Filling in for the Goats, who couldn't make it here tonight. The Division 2 champion stepped up. Good to see Reddy just filling in, mate. I think claps damage. I had rear end damage, side pod damage, and at last count I think it was 5 spins. So there we go. Sorry, Chrissy, but the Yano hot lap for the night's already been redeemed. I do apologise, mate. It came through in Q1. But I'm sure that Yano would be more than happy to come back for one more. So, for you, Chrissy, we'll get one and more. Way too many spins. Anyway, and then one into the wall. So ready. Going to keep my eye on Betsy. So ready out of sector 1 here. Oh, he spun it. Absolutely. Oh, he's not going to be happy about that one there. On a hot lap. What is he going to do now? He's not going to try and reset. He's just going through. We caught that just live on screen on the stream there. Just going to take a look at the replay. Betsy. So ready out of sector 1 here. Oh, he spun it. Absolutely. Oh, he's not going to be happy about that one there. So back on live and back on ready. So let's see if he's going to slow down from there. Noodles. Also on a hot lap there of 59. We're going through. So Noodles looking quite nice and comfortable here as he comes through sector 3. And a 15.5 puts him P1. Wow. Wow. Rubric coming through, the owner, purple sector. Sector 1 purple, but he's invalidated, unfortunately. Red is going through. Betsy is coming around now. Hopefully he can go out for a second lap and I can get Yano to come in. Unfortunately, we missed that. He'll probably end up going back out, Betsy. 16.7 P9 for Betsy. Benny Black coming through. Hugh Daff. Benny Black's on an outlap there. He's going to go reds. Hugh Daff coming through with a 109. Is it going to be good enough for mediums? Very unusual thing for Hugh to actually go onto the mediums. He's usually a red runner. And P3. P3 for Hugh Daff. Good enough to get him in there. Jamo on the reds is in the pits, but he hasn't actually... his best time's actually on the mediums when he came through. And Rubric coming through here at the moment. Just taking a look at the times. Reddy's in the pits. Benny Black. Should be on hot lap. Let's take a look at what Benny's up to. The Astons of Daz and Kitch. Where's Kitchy? Kitchy got knocked out, obviously. Oh no, Kitchy's out. Kitchy has smashed it. So, Benny Black here, coming down. And Ben Black taking a look here, around the here. Reds looking very, very handy here. Benny Black definitely well and truly. And a 15th P1, but he's decided to start on the reds. Is that going to be the ultimate strategy? We're going to find out a little bit later on. Is that going to put pressure onto the top 10 runners? Who's going to take the gamble and stay on mediums? Who's going to come out and go for reds again? Be interested to see. Hugh Daff is coming in on those 3 old laps. So he'll be boxing as well. Betsy, he's coming in. He'll be boxing as well now, P11. So good news for you, Chrissy. You'll get Yana hot lap when he comes back out. Josie Wales is also coming through or coming in. Rubric's coming in. He'll have to come in for those reds. So decision made for the top 10. Well, you'd probably think everyone from Kimmy down isn't safe, really. And if a lot of those guys outside the top 10 decide to go onto the reds, which are more than likely they're going to, it is going to put some question marks on what these guys do. I think Kahoot needs to go back out on the reds just to cover that off, and probably Hugh Daff as well. But their times are good. But if you start seeing some 14s, it may force these guys into a decision they don't really want to do. So, Betsy just going round and round in circles here like a teddy bear. And a 15.4, good enough for P3. Nice work, Betsy. Took him 3 laps, but he got there. It does work well, I must say, SD, Mickey, it does, so long as you're not in the back 5. But if you're in the back 5, it doesn't really matter what your strategy is. It's going to be a long day at the office. Particularly when you get to P2 with the first safety car and you get taken out in the first turn at the safety car restart. But that's another day. We'll talk about that later. So Betsy, and I have got those there. So right along Noodles in Q3. So everything. Swayze, subscribe to Tier 1. Thank you so much for the sub, mate. Really, really appreciate it, buddy. And thank you for the sub, mate. There is a t-shirt in it for you. For all those people that don't know, if you subscribe to the Rapid Racing website or to our Twitch stream through the month of January, we give you a $10 USD discount off a customized Rapid Racing League t-shirt. So Swayze, I've got your details, mate. I will send you through a promo code in the chat in Discord, mate. So enjoy. So Betsy, Q2, we'll see, find out how he goes in here. Relic has gone back out on the Reds. He's 3/10 up. The pressure's now going to start to come. You can see that all the guys from 8th down, obviously Kitchy's crashed it, so he can't keep going. That's Rapid Daz just doing the slow down. So let's see what Relic can do here. The first of the Reds really tight through that chicane. So Relic coming through here. Down the line, and at 1 second, he's a 1:14.668, goes P1 on the Reds. Okay, and it looks like everyone's now made the decision. Does Noodles give him enough time? Yep, Daff's coming out in Reds. They've decided, right, this is it. It's go time. Absolute go time here. Everyone's gone on the Reds. It is going to be a stampede for the top 10. A shootout here for 2 minutes to go. Everyone's going to be out on track. Rubric, can he avoid a fair bit of this traffic? He's going to get caught up in it. Hopefully the guys can see him coming and we'll get out of the road. Yep, they all slow down quite nicely. So the owner really needs to find something special here, or he's going to find himself out of the car and out of qualifying. 14.698. Kimmy goes with a 14.913, gets him to P2. Jackos on a outlap there. But he might actually have just invalidated, actually. He has. So that's Jackos done for the day. Unless he can get round. So Rubik and that. Oh, we've got. Oh, gee, was slowing down there. Just getting out of the road. Hopefully, it hasn't put Rubric off his time. I think he might have. So Daz with a 14.7. He's improved. So he's up to Q2. Or sorry, up to P2. Rubric with a 15.8, 2/10, still P15. Relic's retired. He believes his time's good enough. Josie Wales with Zach Cahoot on an outlap. The quiet one. The quiet one is on his way. He's currently in P6. I just want to ride through these guys. Jackos in P12. He's invalidated. He's out. Hartwigger. Reedy's retired. He thinks his 1:15 is going to be good enough. Hartwigger on his way out, and so's Josie Wales. Jackos is unfortunately... Oh, is he going to go through? He's got it through. Okay, so Jackos, Josie Wales, these are the guys that can try and get... Kimmy's retired. Jamo is the one on the cusp. So let's take a look here. Josie Wales, he'll be the first one to come across the line. Has Rubric on for a second lap? He's 8/10 up. He is flying. Is he going to get into the 15.5s? Can he get into the top 10? He needs to find another couple of tenths here, Rubric. We come down to the last two turns. Will he get into this? He needs to get the 15s. 15.15, P7, the owner's back. Jackos. Or it'll be Josie Wales, actually will be the first one across. coming through. Jamo with a 14.559 goes into P1. Sorry, into P1 he does. Betsy, P11, is he going to get knocked out here? The times dropping. He's going to be the last one across the line. Josie Wales has gone. He can't get through Kahoot. P11 in the pits. The Division 1 boy is out of Q2. He's not going to get into Q3. Betsy, 2 tenths up. Can he find another 10th and knock Hartwigger out here? At the death nail. 14.9 goes P6. Hartwigger's gone. P11. That is it, everyone. Qualifying for Q2 is over. What a time. And if anyone would have guessed that Rapid Kahoot was going to get himself knocked out in Q2, I'd love to see the odds at Sportsbet on that one. The Division 1 reigning champion, P12. His teammate Josie Wales, P13. The McLaren boys just could not hook it up today in Imola. It's your boy in the mud, washed. Wow. I would get Kahoot in the chat, but he can't chat. What a ripping lap from the owner. Unlucky to Hartwigger. Yes, I think you're right. I think the cancellation has really shook Kahoot up. And, yep, he bottled it. Daff, he bottled it. Absolutely. As we move on to Q3. Wow. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? So here we are in Q3. And looking forward to some intense action here. So let's just take a look here as we get into that. So here we're in Q3. And I'm just going to get myself a chat going here. Okay, so gonna nice redeem there, Muck Ping. Just gonna get a couple of my good friends into the chat with me for the Q3 and for the race. Be back with you guys in a minute. Just getting Rubric out there on an outlap now. Got a couple of my regulars coming in. Got SD in the chat. How are you, mate? Yeah, going good, mate. How good has this qualifying been so far? It's been fantastic. And our resident Noble Park legend, Rapid McNeil, has also joined us in the comms tonight. How are you going, mate? Yeah, good, mate. Turn up the microphone. We can hardly hear you. Just going to get the desktop audio going so we can hear you guys in the live comms. We've got Noodles there with a 16.9. Q Daff with a 14.7. Jeez, I tell you what, that's not a bad time. And maybe Ollie's giving him a few tips. Benny Black comes through in a 14.9. So to the boys, what have you made of the first two Qs? It's been pretty exciting action so far.
Oh yeah, Q2 was, I mean, Q3, Q3 is a bit of a warm-up session almost, but Q2 in particular, Rubrik's lap to get him into Q3, that was mega. I really enjoyed that lap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Include audio.
Yep, exactly. No, it's okay. This should be coming through now.
Alright, easy then.
Yeah, it's done through PC, so don't need to worry about the include audio stuff anymore, guys.
Alright,
so,
awesome.
I've got to get on. Betsy is on there, and I believe someone is he's on an out. Well, he wasn't out. He's spinning around here, but he's offered he's actually on a Yano lap. Actually, he's come through. So if someone can just let me know when he's up and about, Betsy, because that. And I owe you a ride along. Who was that with? Noodles.
Me. That was. Yeah, Noodles for Q3. Yeah,
okay,
he's just gone into the pits.
Yep, so he's gone for pits. So round one, Reedy's going out on the Reds as well. It's been pretty well filling in for Goats for Life so far. Have you found the racing so far, Nick McNeils?
Very entertaining to watch all over the track.
Yep.
From whether it's battling for first or fifth, has been very jam.
Reedy's decided to turn his Ferrari into a Ferrari lawnmower there in turn one.
Good stuff.
Yes.
A lot of grass on the circuit. So
absolutely. A lot of grass on the circuit.
Work.
Yeah, I'm going to keep my eye on Betsy. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens there for these last 6 minutes. Could be, I don't know, who is your... We're just waiting on the Elgato to come through again. Why does it keep doing this? Sorry, guys.
Oh, you're good, mate. I can see on here, it's eased up now.
Yeah. Reedy has invalidated. I think it's just that swap over that we do.
Wow.
Something's going on.
Q's getting very close. Yeah, it just says 1 moment, please.
Yeah, I know, and I just trying to fix it here.
Yeah, we're
on Betsy.
Hugh's just gone quickest, 1:14.293. They're edging ever so closer to the 1:13 bracket.
Finally, it's back on. It's back on, and Reedy's doing doughies. Best thing he's done on track all day, but everyone else in the pits.
He's made it to Q3. I'll give him credit. He's got.
He has.
He's got. It takes a lot of effort to get into Q3 here. Last season only got into Q3 4 times roughly out of the 22 races last season.
Yep.
So it took me a lot of effort. I think 3 of those were in consecutive races. But yeah, it's super competitive, and I think this session is very emblematic of just how competitive Div1 and to a lesser extent Div2 have become. Given our adventures yesterday.
Yes, and don't discredit the boys from Div 3. I ended up watching the highlights tonight. They were on it in Bahrain, particularly our Noble Park native, Mr. McNeils, having an absolute stonking race until he decided to do donuts. But I thought it was a good race from you so far from McNeils for your first time out. You're doing well and truly up the grid.
Q2 and Q. I actually bottled Q3 to be honest.
I was talking,
I was up by like 3 or 4 tenths, and then I it's basically sideways in one of the mid corners, and it just looks stalled of the time.
Bloody hell. But the race you were doing pretty well. I think you were at P3 or P2 at some stage in the race, is that right?
That was P3 until I just tapped then your favourite place of Bahrain, Siberia.
Yes, Siberia.
And then just the race went downhill from there.
Fair enough. Well, anyway, better luck for tomorrow night. Riding on board with the owner. Come through the second set of S's. Just want a slight lift off here.
He's invalidated.
And he's invalidated, so
Yeah.
the owner's not in. He's not. So Betsy's on his way out. His Noodle's on the way. Okay, so I can be able to do Yano. I think Yano's going to come out and play for Betsy. Clap says, who's talking? It's not a baby, Clapsy. It's not a baby. Anyway, McNeils. Yeah, McNeils, we need you to turn your mic up, mate. You're really, really soft. Even I can hardly hear you, mate. So...
If you can't, mate, it's all good. But yeah, sometimes microphones can be a bit weird.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's McNeil's. We can hardly hear, mate. So I don't know. Reset the mic or turn it up somewhere.
Is that better?
Punjabi kebab. Now, surely that is somebody that we know. First time chatter Punjabi. Who is it?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to make any guesses because it could be any.
But welcome to the stream, mate. Thank you very much.
Oh, by the way, I tried to just get in there.
Oh, are you trying to get into the stream itself, or?
Oh no, it's lobby.
The lobby, yeah.
I think it's full.
Yeah.
I've taken up the second spectator spot. Sorry about that.
That's alright.
So you're not going to be able, yeah, you'll have to wait. Okay, so
I
Betsy,
should've-
wait up, hang on. Yano's up. Yano, take this out, mate. This is Yano. Thank you very much to Chrissy. I'm going to take you on the hot lap here as we come down here to the center S's. This was modified, unfortunately, from the accident from Senna when he passed away 24 years ago. This is why they're in here. Down here into the second S's, nice and hard, dropping to 6th. Slight lift up off the accelerator onto 5th, and then down here into the hard braking section, airborne. More than likely taking 3rd, trying to get the traction as we go up the hill. Blind right turn, not too sure where you're going, braking just at the 50-meter mark. Sweeping wide, Betsy doing very, very nice, coming through to the beautiful section. Flat out right-hander, hard on the brakes, dropping to 3rd, trying to get the traction as we come out of this turn into this very tricky chicane. You want to hit inside. Don't want to hit it too hard, otherwise you end up in Sweden. Down to this mini little straight, sweeping right-hander. Back to Yano's mama's home. If you look straight ahead, you can see mama's home. There she is, backing Yano some cookies. Hello to you, mom. Straight down into the straight here, Betsy. Opening up the DRS, trying to 50. Say, oh, hello. 49. If you don't mind, Betsy P3, this is the gospel according to Yano. Not a bad lap there by Betsy, I must say.
No, not a bad lap at all. I have to say, it's super close between the Red Bulls.
Absolutely. So Relic and Betsy are doing very, very nicely.
Relic is improving though. He's just gone purple in sector 2.
And I believe I owe somebody a ride along. So let's go. Riding along here with Noodles. I believe the guy that claimed it is in the co-coms. Why don't you call it out for us, SD?
Oh, me? Sure, alright. So, yeah, we're on board with Rapid Noodles in the Mercedes. Just going through these S's rather nicely. Mounts the inside a little bit there, but I guess he's come out rather smoothly. This corner is tricky. A little weird to get out of on the exit, but he's powered it down really nicely. I know he's been playing without traction control too, so that's very impressive given the monumental effort that's needed to go from medium to no TC whatsoever. But that lap, he's looking really good so far, going through the most technical part of this track. How does he come out of this left-hander? Sorry, right-hander, rather nicely. I need a track map because I'm utterly rubbish at these commentaries. But yeah, I'm not good at these at all. But
McNeil's a champion at this stuff.
McNeil's is a champ, yeah. We've just gotten a time into the 13s though. Hugh Daff with a 1:13.995.
Oh, here we go.
Absolutely monumental effort there from Hugh Daff. His younger brother on pole in Div 2 yesterday. We're going to see Noodles head out those two, the double right-hander nicely. Sets a 15 flat. Unfortunately, paramount to the laps he set prior, it's not that good. He's going to have to go back out there again.
Yeah, but it's all over. She's all over Red Rover. Gemmo, that's it. It's all over. So Hugh Daff has actually got our pole at a 13.995. Didn't even see that coming through.
It says 2 minutes 43 on mine, so the game's forgotten how to count.
Yeah, I'm looking at down here, which is 0, so it's all over.
Yeah.
We're going to see if I can get the chosen one into the chat with us.
The GOAT Romulus.
The GOAT Romulus.
Yeah. I mean, mate, I stuffed up that commentary so bad, so...
Doesn't matter, mate,
Anyway,
but she is all over. And good to have Mr. Daff. Welcome to the party. P1, once again, congratulations, mate.
Oh, thank you so much.
We were wondering there was a little bit of and SD and myself, there was a little bit of talk in the chat last night in Division 2 that maybe one Hugh Daff was filling in for the younger Ollie last night. But I think you might have just shown that you're about 4/10 quicker than your younger brother. So I think that's been dispersed.
4/10.
Yeah, 4/10.
Really?
He was a 14.3, I think, on pole. Daff on the last
He
night.
did have 1:14.8 actually on pole.
Was it 14.8? So there you go.
Yeah, it was a 14.
So second.
14.8,
okay.
yeah.
There you go. Just been
He's
corrected.
picking up the pace.
He is picking up the pace. He was monumental last night, but fantastic. Another day, another pole for you, mate. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. That was a lap.
Yeah.
I will say that much. That second
I
lap
was
on
gonna say.
the first set of softs, that felt like a time trial lap, so that was good. The car was quite edgy on the edge of every single corner, so that's how I like the car set up. But that last lap, that was very stable, but somehow I found the time.
Yeah, no, congratulations. So, look, I'm going to let you get back into... Andy believes you were sandbagging last night, but anyway, we know the truth. So, hey, mate, you go and get your set up. Good luck in the race. You've bought your ticket to dance, as I always say, but you get paid on Sunday. So, good luck in the race, mate. All the best, and hopefully we can see you at Victory Lane a little bit later on.
Too easy. Thank you.
Thanks for Hugh Daff joining us live in the commentary booth. So, race day, McNeils, who are your picks for the top 3?
Well, I mean, I only got one prediction right last week, but I reckon one's going to be strong.
Yep.
Is Hugh Daff will win.
Oh, there you go.
Probably going to be a definite. I think Hoot will come back to P4. That's going to be my one. Right out of there. And I don't even know where anyone else is finishing, obviously, as I'm not in. Just currently watching on the stream.
You're watching on the stream. Oh, sorry about that, mate. Yeah, because it's full.
Nah, it's all good.
And what about you, Mr. SD Romulus? Mickey, what do you think are your top 3?
I think McNeils has got it quite spot on, honestly. I think Hugh Daff's going to have a lights to flag victory. Of course, this track's very unpredictable, and if we do get wet weather, it will shake things up quite a bit. But I don't think we can... I think we've got to acknowledge Noodles and Kahoot. They're going to be rapid as well. They're going to be flying up the order. We're going to have... This track... It's a track of attrition, but it's also a track that demands 100% concentration every lap, almost through every corner. It's going to be very intense, but yeah.
Absolutely. So, let's just take a look at the leader there. Just take a look at the stops on the tyres. So, looking at the top 10, all those obviously on the reds. They were sort of semi-forced on that later in Q2. Hartwigger is their first of our 11s, and they call it the second pole, P11. For a good reason. You've got a free tyre. He's going to be on those fresh mediums, so he's going to go deep. This is definitely a track that's a one-stopper. You want to go either red medium or medium to red, and 11th, 12th and 13th, don't count those guys out. They're going to go deep, and they're definitely going to go onto a very soft or a very fresh set of softs at the end. So strategy is going to come into play a little bit later on, and the chances of a safety car are 115% at this track, I've been told. So that's the current statisticians, and that was.
How many do we have in Div 2?
Div 2 we had 3 last night.
We had 3.
We had 3.
Gosh.
And in Div 3, I believe, here's my bold prediction: there'll be a safety car on the formation lap. Div 3.
It's going to be Monaco, mate. Monaco in the wet. It's going to be a formation lap.
Yes,
Safety car.
Div 3, Monaco in the wet. There you go. But
I
it
reckon
is.
I might not even turn up to that race if that's the case. I will just say no, even if I'm available. I'm going to say no.
No, I'd probably.
That's what's going to happen.
Exactly. So.
Well, you see, the thing is, if enough people say no, someone will say yes, and they'll get a win off that alone.
Yes. Double 8 for
Play that
Clap.
game.
Oh, okay. Well, Clapsy's in the chat saying he's going to do a double overtake, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. Not too sure what he's saying when Fry's in, but anyway, we are going to ride on board here. All guys ready and waiting as we are live from Imola, round 2, 5 lights, and away we go. The race to turn 1 has begun. Jamo gets off the line, but Daff is going through. He's just snuck himself on the inside as we go down to turn 1. Relic and Daffy will lead him into turn 1. Jamo was just a little bit cautious there on the acceleration. Let's see them all going through. Looks like everyone down there. Cahoot's got himself up in position. Noodle dropped down as we go down to these tricky S's down here, but Hugh Daff leads into turn 3 and 4. Betsy all over the Jamo like a rash on a baby's ass. And let's see what he can do here. But down there, Daz is looking quite well. The British guy in the Aston Martin, the beautiful greens there. Relic in P5. Rurik, the owner, is up into P6 already. Reedy in P7. Benny Black in P8 and Kimmy in P9. Cahoot has got himself vitally in front of Noodles. I reckon Noodles probably struggled as Mickey would probably testify. He's just gone to no traction. I reckon he struggled off the line there. Mickey, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, he's effectively lost, only one place, so he's done a lot better than, say, Reedy. But I reckon from here, he's just got to put his head down. He started on the soft tyre. The only real overtaking point is the main straight. I just saw Jackos has gone off somewhere, likely down on the uphill right-hander. But yeah, I reckon Noodles has just got to hunker down, use the RS when it counts. I reckon he'll get back up there slowly but surely.
And Jamo, line astern, looking down on the inside here. I think he's actually going to make a pass here on Hugh Daffy. Does. Gets the job done. Jamo, lovely setup there on the thing. But he spun it. He has spun that. I'll get that on the replay for a little bit later on. That was a beautiful pass, and it's gone pear-shaped for Jamo. He's going down faster than a hooker on a Saturday night. And unfortunately, he's gone all the way down to P18. Hugh Daff had let him go past, and he is back in P1. Betsy sniffing out there. He goes up to P2. Daz up into P3. A lot of action here in the first lap and a bit. Amazing to watch.
I've got to say, it's amazing to see that there's been no incidents, no contact, no people going into pits with front wing damage. Absolutely amazing effort from everyone to keep it clean. Close, but clean.
Yep, and that's all you can ask for here.
Narrow.
That is, and it is almost impossible to overtake, even with the DRS on the front straight, unless you've got a really good run out of that last turn onto the main straight. Daz is really starting to sniff Betsy's rear end, and I don't know whether he's got it. He's looking for DRS here. Does he get it? It's not going to happen until the next lap, unfortunately. Relic can drop through, but I'll tell you what, the owner's not going too bad in P5. Reddy doing okay in P6. Benny Black P7. Kimmy down there in P8, just waiting, and Cahoot up to P9 in the mediums. This is actually starting to play into Cahoot's hand as we go down to the last strategy. Noodles back to P10. Wigger, he's held his own, P11. He'll be happy with that so far. Josie P12. Kitchy down there in P13. He'll be winding his way through. Willie finally got connected, has made 6 positions as well.
Will's had a really good start there.
He has, hasn't he? Absolutely. What have you made of the first 3 laps, McNeils?
I mean, I've just seen on stream, and it's quite interesting because there's not been that many battles apart from the one up top where Jamo's unfortunately spun it.
Yeah, exactly. So into this, I love that section. One of my favourite sections. So hard to get it through that flat out right and then hard brake. Daz.
I hate that part of the track. You're right.
It is so good. It is so good if you get it right.
It is, yeah.
And Storm Hutto in the chat. Welcome to you, mate. Perks, good performance from you yesterday. How did Perks go? Did he crash, didn't he? Just trying to...
Oh, no, I gave him a tap.
Exactly.
A tap on my hated corner.
Yes.
And he finished P9.
Absolutely. Anyway, Daz, DRS open. Does he have enough on Betsy here? Can he get the job done?
Rubric might get past Relics.
Oh, yes, has he? He's got the job done here.
Around the outside.
Oh, give him room, give him room. Oh, the owner gets it done up to P4, and Daz has got P3. No, he hasn't. Betsy was able to hold him out, but Rubik, what a pass. How good is this camera angle? Cody's. It's only been 8 months, but you're finally actually getting this game okay.
Yeah, the next game will be even worse now. The game will barely work next year, or this coming year. 2022 will just crash every single time we're here.
Absolutely.
I'm calling it.
Yep, exactly. So Rubik got himself to the P4, and down a little bit further down, Kahoot just settling his time. Oh,
Rubik nearly lost it.
Oh, but he has lost a couple of positions. Oh, Relic is dropping down fast. What's happened there? There must have been an incident.
Slight contact, yeah.
I'm
not quite sure.
Yeah, has he got wing? He has. I believe he's got wing damage on the right side. Just take it. No, it doesn't. He seemed he might have got away with it. But Benny Black into P6, Reedy up into P4 now. So Rubik's obviously made a bit of a clump coming into that sharp right hand. Hugh Daff with the fastest time with a 1:17.7.
Yeah, when you've got clean air and you've got confidence in your setup, I mean, I've been proven right so far. It is only 5 laps of 32, but Hugh Daff has been just so comfortable in that car. He's just sailing away. Betsy's kept him honest, though, because they're in each other's DRS zone.
Yep.
But, yeah, Hugh Daff's been looking really good so far.
Yeah, absolutely. He has. He hasn't been able to get out of that DRS, which is important for Betsy to keep in. But the important thing is Betsy's actually been able to clear Rapid Daz as well. Just going to get on the gaps here. So he's been able to clear DRS, which is vitally important for Betsy. So he's not going to be under pressure. He's going to be able to keep that pressure up on Hugh Daff in the front.
Got to give a shout out once again to Will and Debonator. They've both gained 7 and 4 positions to get themselves further up and closer to the top 10 there. Good effort from them so far.
Yep, absolutely. Benny Black just there in P6. Relics is just... You're right, it's almost impossible here to overtake. So on board, Daz is outside. Rubric trying to close that gap after that mistake into there. Benny Black P6, Relic P7, Kimi Räikkönen in P8. Kahoot just biding his time.
He's got Noodles for company though, and Noodles will not be happy staying behind Kahoot on a softer tyre.
Yeah,
he wants to get ahead of him as quickly as he can.
Yeah, his strategy is going out the window at the moment, Noodles. If he can't get past Kahoot, he's in all sorts of trouble. Hartwigger, nice and comfortable in P11. Very, very good start from him. Josie Wales in P12. He's held his own. Rapid Willie up from P13, so 7 places. He's right on track for Codemasters Driver of the Day, as it always is. It's got nothing to do with your position that you finish. It's how many people you pass. The more people...
Made sense for me.
But... Yes. Made sense for you yesterday, yeah, because you got Driver of the Day. So
16 to P5.
That's it, wild. Exactly. So Kitty from them. Back to school for you next week, McNeils, yes?
I think it's 2 more weeks.
2 more weeks?
I was going to say 2 weeks, yeah.
2 weeks.
I know this because school usually goes back around my birthday, which has always been fun when I was going through primary and secondary school.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's got to be a pain then.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
Supra, hang on. Supra is doing a Vorney tonight. He's got a penalty. What's going on? Supra wants some airtime, so he gets a penalty. Mind you, he's got Patrick Swayze all lined up, and he, as I always say, he's not having the time of his life down there in P18 Swayze. And
Swayze looked a little unsteady.
Supra inside, come on, no, thought better of it. Oh, Hartwig has got a position on Kimi. He's up to P10. Oh, they're about 20 wide here. Something's happened. Oh my God, this is going to end in carnage. Absolute carnage. This looks like a slot car set coming into this right-hand turn. What's happened? Oh, boy.
Here before.
And I can just tell you...
Noodles and Relics have contact.
Noodles and... Oh, boy. Hartwig has got himself to P9 because he's kept his nose clean. Relic on the outside. Oh, that is going into the highlight rule, that's for sure. But Hartwig has jumped from P11 to P9. Kimmy, and how did no one make contact in there? That is ridiculous. Great driving, guys. Great respect.
I was expecting a 3-car pile-up at least.
Mate,
Going
yes,
through that.
I tell you what, I was expecting the Monash. Relic's in. He's obviously got wing damage. So's
Daff
Josie.
has been overtaken. Betsy's gotten ahead of Daff.
Oh, where did that happen? Must have happened on the main straight.
Main straight, yeah.
Kimmy's
So
got
we've seen a
Hartwigger.
position change.
Beautiful pass on the outside by the hobbyist. He's got himself off the yacht for this race. Thank you, Kimmy, for joining us.
Cahoot in 6th place too.
Wow.
That's worked out so well for him. He's got clean air in front of him.
On the mediums.
Not much competition behind him. The gap from him to Raikkonen is 2.5 seconds.
Yes. Hendo in the chat with the traffic paradise. There's a bit of a song to go to that. Nice call. And
DRS
Say
train.
something.
yeah, go for it, McNeils.
Is that we're not talking about how Rapid Bitch has just not been able to get any moves done from down when he started in like P13, P14.
Yeah, exactly,
What,
McNeils.
Kitch?
Yeah,
He's just
Kitchy.
been nowhere.
Yeah, he has
Yeah.
definitely struggled. Absolutely, him and Daz were making an absolute beeline through. But you're talking to 6 or 7. It's going to be hard, particularly when you got this DRS train down the back. But yeah,
This
absolutely.
DRS train. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying this DRS train is what, 7 from the Hartwigger down or Kimmy down?
Yeah.
It's Kimmy to think
down.
it's.
Cahoot's
Kimmy
P5.
to
Reddy's
Gemma.
Reddy's made a mistake somehow. He's made a mistake coming onto the main straight. Cahoot P5. Wouldn't it be funny? I'm just going to put it out there. He's got himself a chat box banned for the next week, and if he gets on the podium,
He's not going to be able to speak.
I reckon we have to join him through a Discord call there.
you know what we're going to do? I reckon we get Josie Wales as his translator. I reckon we do that. So we'll ask Kahoot questions and Josie can translate for him, I think. So
that'd be good.
That'd be good. So Rubric in P4. He's had a bit of a quiet one. He's now got a Betsy, though, he's got that penalty there.
So
he's-
does Rubric, actually.
So is Rubric as well. So Daff just sitting there biding his time. And I don't know about you, mate, but take a look at the viewership. 40 viewers online watching us live. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Definitely.
I just wanted to say,
Yes?
yeah.
You were going to say?
Reptile just went wide down at turn 7, turn 8, and he's back out in P17, but yeah, he's gone very wide. I think he has wing damage. He has no front wing, actually.
No, he's got no front wing. So the broken one, the demigod. Hugh Daff's got the job done on Daff. Daff has got it through Betsy, actually. So he's back to P1. Oh, they're side by side, but that was a great overtake there, which we unfortunately didn't get. But Hugh Daff has got himself back up into P1. And Daz hasn't let them go either, actually. So Daz has got himself into this battle as well. The top three, a 4 and a bit gap to Rubric, followed 3 seconds by Kahoot down in P5, but definitely don't want to count him out with those mediums. Relic with a 117.1 on the fresh reds after head to box for a new wing.
It'll be super interesting to see when they all start going into the pits, because I think the soft tyres are still holding up pretty well, in all honesty. If you look at Daz in particular, catching up to Betsy and Hugh Daff, as much as they're battling, you don't gain that much of a gap if your tyres are bad.
Yes, absolutely. 10 laps down, no safety car, no, not even a virtual, actually, which is
It's going to be the biggest
amazing.
case of commentator's curse.
Yes, it would be. But it would make it all spicy. You need a safety car. Daz with a 3-second time penalty.
Mighty unfortunate there.
Yeah, Daz
Betsy
is-
has a penalty as well, actually. I'm not sure where he got that, but given
It would be a 3-second for a track file somewhere.
track limit, yeah.
Track
It's given
limit.
Daff though a nice window as Rubric pits.
Rubric's pitted nice and early, so he'll drop out. Let's keep an eye on him. He came in from P4. These three are really starting to storm away.
Yeah, the gap 7.5 seconds from Daz to Kahoot. So
Oh, I'm telling you now, the sheep lover is in. The sheep lover's in, McNeils.
Can't wait to
Oh,
do a comms
Vorno!
with him on.
wait, is that
I think it's Friday morning.
Yeah, Friday morning, doing the Div2 or the that's Div2 Euro,
Div2.
doing the comps. Beautiful, mate. That's awesome.
Shame that will have to come to a stop in 2 weeks' time.
Nah, because back to school, obviously, but enjoy the
Yeah.
moment. So,
I will.
yep. So the top three through, Kahoot 7 seconds behind, Kimi Raikkonen further 3 seconds behind Reedy. Reedy's out! Reedy is out! And that is it. Safety car. Surely that's a safety car. It is!
Yep, it is.
Boom!
Yes.
That's
Paid
it!
off for Hugh Duff very nicely.
Oh my God! Let's go to the. Who do they? Who sponsors the NRL? Harvey Norman or something, isn't it? Something like
Or
that.
Telstra.
I'm going to give this a try again. Let's go through. Beautiful, mate. That's awesome. The Harvey Norman replay.
Have to come to stop in 2 weeks' time.
No, because back to school, obviously, but enjoy the moment. So, yeah. So the top three through, Kahoot 7 seconds behind, Kimi Raikkonen further 3 seconds behind Reedy. Reedy's out!
Oh,
So Reedy with the crash there. Back live under a safety car.
There, though.
Sorry?
That's what I'm
Yeah, not
questioning.
great.
How did
Nah.
he manage to bin it there? That's
Who
a bit
knows?
mental.
Absolutely, who knows? But question is, Daff has stayed out on the Reds. Kahoot,
yeah, Duff stayed out. Coot stayed out.
Kahoot stayed out. The top thing, so, oh my God, I tell you what. Has Daff done a Kahoot? Made the wrong call. Should he have boxed for mediums? You could make 20 laps. Mediums will do it. Betsy.
Yeah, I mean,
Betsy's boxed P8. He's put himself, and he's actually boxed for another set of Reds. So he's two stopping here. Daz has stopped for another set of Reds. He's two stopping. Rubik's stopped for mediums. Can he drag that out to a one stopper, possibly? Kimmy's box.
Noodles is on a two-stopper.
Kimmy's on a two stopper. Jamo's on a two stopper. All the Reds are on two stoppers, and the only one that hasn't boxed is Hugh Daff so far.
I was going to say, Reedy's just explained in the Twitch chat how he exactly retired. So he did crash, obviously, but he had throttle issues. His pedals have been acting up all race, and just had too much throttle, and obviously the throttle locked, spun him into the wall.
Yeah, absolutely, Mr. Extra. I've got that.
I was just going to say, I've just noticed how significantly more cloudy it's gotten over the track in this last minute in particular.
Yes.
Which might actually play well in Hugh Daff and Kahoot's hands once again, because they haven't pitted.
Yeah.
What we thought was a bad strategy call might pay off for them if rain starts to fall.
Yep.
At about lap 16, 17.
I am just trying to think back. I think Reedy said something in chat saying it was going to rain.
Yeah, he said late. He said late.
Correctly.
Yeah, it's going to late. Yeah,
That's
Div
probably
2
the
we had
cloud
rain
starting
too.
to build up.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
it. So
we had
late.
cloud build up. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're both right. He said late, probably
Yeah.
20 minutes in. So,
Yeah, we had cloud build up pretty late on in the Div 2 race. It wasn't until the last 2 laps of that race that we started getting some sort of rain. But of course, it came consistently, but it wasn't quite enough for us to pull out the inters.
yeah, exactly. We actually got through those last 2 laps, so,
We did, yeah. That was fun.
yeah, exactly.
that was fun in the wet.
Yep, exactly.
I have to say, though, I reckon we're going to be ending this race on the intermediate tyre.
I think you're right. Absolutely. I think you both got it right. I reckon we are going to finish this on the wets just when that rain comes through. And is that the reason that Daff is staying out? Is he trying to drive these tyres to the rain? So
I reckon he is.
maybe these boys know something more than we do. Ready? Good. Thanks very much for joining in. Thanks for subbing. And look forward to seeing... Oh, don't tell me that's rain.
Yep, I'm just seeing rain on
get
his
Oh, get in. It's getting spicy.
As well.
Ready, hang around.
This is going to be a good battle.
I just wanted to say,
and Kahoot
I
are
believe it
behind
was
each other.
collapse. Oops, sorry.
Sorry, Nat, you were
So
saying?
good.
Yeah.
I said Hugh and Kahoot are actually right behind each other, so this could be actually interesting for once. We could actually get good racing that we had last season.
And it is wet.
Daff and
It's
Daff
wet.
and Betsy had a really good battle early on. But yeah, it's going to get super interesting with the inters.
Daff's in.
Boxing for inters.
Box. Are they in? Daff
So is
has-
Kahoot.
Kahoot's in. Josie's kept going.
Josie,
Binge-
yeah,
Oh,
plenty of
look.
guys have gone in. They believe the
Plenty.
rain is already too much.
The safety car is going faster than some of the F1 boys at the moment.
I wanted to add about the safety car.
Yes.
Collapse mentioned at the start of the stream, he thought it was the green Aston. Maybe he was referring to the Aston Martin AMR 21.
Yep.
But we've actually got the red AMG GDR out. The safety car. It's random, isn't it? What the safety car is.
No, actually, it's... No, basically... there's 11 tracks out of the 22 where they have the Aston Martin, and then the
Right.
other ones are the AMG. So they split it 50-50.
Gotcha. Okay.
Depending
I
on the
thought
track,
they
is it?
random.
Yeah. And I think you'll find that Vorno's left the session. Why is Vorno leaving the session?
He joined and left. Yeah, he might have tried to get a spectator spot or something.
Ah, right,
That's
okay.
probably what happened with me. It probably would have said I joined.
Ah,
but then
right,
I
okay.
left.
Yes, good point.
Look how wet that track is.
Oh, it is. And I tell you
I
now,
reckon.
oh,
Yeah. Everyone diving in's made the right call.
Bert
Is-
Mylander right now would be panicking here. He'd be just saying, hey, I want to go. Oh, Josie! Josie's spun it under the safety car. He's done a wheelie.
Oh, that's gotta hurt. That's gotta
I
hurt a
reckon that
lot for
would be
Josie.
a
Yep.
Russell. If you think
Your
of
safety
the
car in
Oh,
the
safety
2020.
car in this lap. What was that,
Oh yeah, I
McNeil?
know what you're talking about. Russell
Hey,
2020.
there's a George Russell.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, actually the same
Not
turn.
far off from
No, absolutely. It was close enough.
Watch back and watch
So-
what's happened here.
Betsy, Daz, Yamo, Relics, Noodles, Debonator, and Josie are all going to suffer big time from not pitting on that lap because
Vorno in the chat is he's saying moist.
moist.
So I tell you what, Betsy's in, Daz is in, Jamo's in, Relic is in. They're all in, and this is played right into guess who what? Hugh Daff's hands
Hugh
as he
Daff,
leads back into turn one. But I tell you what, Kahoot, all the way from P10, is on him.
Hartwigger P3 too.
Oh, Hartwigger.
Consistency.
Come
paid
on.
off in dividends for him.
If there's a man I want to see on the podium tonight, it is this man. He has had such a terrible time in Formula ACE Div1. He's been so unlucky. And I'd love to see him get his first podium here in Rapid Racing in Round 2. But right now, the two boys that went in at Hammer and Tongs all last year are P1 and P2. Normal viewing has been restored, Mickey.
Yeah, it's been utterly wild. I'm really enjoying just seeing how close it is between Daff and Kahoot. They're not giving each other any room to make any errors.
Yep.
There's the conditions just making this even worse, particularly in the already tricky parts in the dry. It's just going to get worse in the wet. And the rain hasn't stopped, hasn't subsided. If anything, it's gotten worse.
No.
Kahoot nearly loses it over the chicane there.
Yeah, and Kitchi and Jackos, the top four have just absolutely bolted here. Hugh Daff is now leading just on half a second. Kahoot, Hartwigger in P3. Kitchi, a man after midnight, is smelling Hartwigger. Jackos is about 6 seconds. Patrick Swayze just behind him, the owner in P7 in the Alpine this time. And Willie, the boss, the owner. Kimmy in P9. Rapid Super in the 10. That's a good thing, Supra. Keep pushing, mate. No ABS. As he says,
quiet in the Williams.
He's very quiet in the Williams. The broken one, the broken guide in P11. Benny Black down there in P12. Betsy P13. Rapid Daz P14. Jamo P15. Noodles all the way down there in P16. These guys didn't box in time. Debonair Relic and Josie Wales all the way after doing the willy on the spin under the safety car. I'm sure that'll become a meme very soon. But Hugh Daff leads out. Kahoot is not going to give him an inch here. Now, I'm not too sure, guys. Have you guys done a lot of running in the wet at this track? I'm just trying to think, can you get these to the end? Or do you reckon they're going to have to box?
Inters are pretty durable. Yeah, Inters are pretty durable.
Yeah.
I wanted to add that my only wet weather experience is just the 2 laps in Div 2, but the Inter tyre is pretty good, generally.
Okay. No, fair enough.
I would like to add on to that. I did a race with a good friend Kirko at his league.
Ah, the Wallaby boys.
Yes.
Yep.
And
shout out to
halfway through
Kirko
the
and
race,
Goffey. Hope you're doing well tonight. Yep.
It started to rain as well, so
Okay.
it's very difficult as well going up that uphill because it was one of the first races I tried medium traction control. And it's so hard to try and keep the car in just straight through the uphill
In the wet too,
area.
Worse.
Yeah, it's just you're basically going sideways.
Yeah. And I think Relic is had enough of looking to the rear end of the Tifosi red car. Debonator with 3-second time penalty way back down there. He wants to get past Kimmy. Also P9.
He might struggle.
Yeah, well, Willie's there and Kimmy. Just I tell you what, a bit of a train forming there.
Contact between Relics and Devonator.
Oh no. Down there, Noodles.
Damage though for Relics.
Oh no, you don't want to see that. He's just come back this season. Jamo with a 3-second time penalty. Relic, these penalties are starting to... And Cahoot's got himself a penalty too. Willie's got past Rubric. Didn't see that coming. But he's been able to manage himself to get himself up to P7. I'd imagine that Rubric's probably made a small mistake there coming on the right-hander. Maybe just...
He's got his teammate for comfort.
Oh, yes, exactly. Kimmy. Jeez, I tell you what. There is a team owner that you don't want to take on and say, hey, I'm faster than you, because you know exactly the response you get from the owner, don't you? What was that, mate? You're driving where next season? Oh, Formula E. Okay, fair enough then.
To be fair,
yep.
Formula E League would be really cool.
Actually, it would be. Be a bit fun. Have you seen them drive around Monaco? You've got to look at... Oh, Benny Black.
That was great.
Benny Black has got around Broken Reptile to take P11. Or did Reptile, has he got damage and just got himself out of the road? Meanwhile,
he just got ahead.
Yeah, he did. He did. Absolutely. So, Supra hasn't given this up. He's doing pretty well behind Kimmy in P9. Rubric in P8 at the moment. Just a little bit twitchy there. Willie on the inside. Willie's got Patrick Swayze on the inside of the hairpin. Geez, I tell you what, he is definitely driver of the day so far.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Will, 14 places from dead last, not being able to qualify.
Yep.
Comfortably running P6 at half race distance.
Yep.
He's been on fire today.
Absolutely. He is definitely driver of the day so far. Cody's will give it to him. So I think they've actually got it right for once. Jackos, he's in absolute no man's land. 6 seconds behind Kitschy. And Willie is coming faster than you wouldn't like. He's chewing in time at the moment. So Jackos is going to have to get himself up and racing at the moment. Otherwise, he's going to get... Sorry?
I was just going to say, Willie's just gained 2 tenths on him in that bit alone, that chicane.
Yep.
Yeah, he's definitely catching up to Jackos really quick. Yeah,
Kitschy needs to get past Hartwigger, who's dropping back from the top 2. And he's in P4. He'll want to find a way, but the problem is obviously traction, and you know you've got less downforce on the wet, so it's almost impossible to pass. You've just got to pretty much sweat it out and wait for your opponent to make a mistake.
Or have more ERS too.
Yeah, true. Willie has gained half a second in that 1 quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's absolutely flying.
Yeah, Toto is going to be on the phone to Claire Williams saying, just slow it down. Slow the Williams down, please. Just remember who your engine supplier is.
Yeah. Be a shame if you lost your engine supplier.
Yes, exactly. Rubik's got himself past Swayze as well, so he's up to P7. Not too sure where that happened.
I just wanted to say, Daff and Kahoot are still within less than half a second of each other. They've been giving each other no room for error still this late into the race. It's been, 10 laps since the safety car went in? Mm-hmm. It's still so close.
Reedy and they just want to watch the leaders. They just want to see Daff and Kahoot. They don't care about the rest. All of a sudden, we've got Collapse and Reedy in the chat that are all of a sudden they're the Sky Sports producers.
Sky Sports crew, yeah.
The so we'll get on to the lead. Cahoot's out. Cahoot, is he out? He's done. Cahoot's gone.
No way.
Oh, the McLaren is at full safety car. Jeez, I tell you what, Reedy and Claps, what a call to get on the leaders. We wouldn't have seen that.
I caught what happened there. He went on the inside curb coming out of those left right-hander. Got too much of that inside curb, just lost it from there.
Yep.
Wasn't able to correct it properly.
And Kahoot says bye-bye. And he's all the way, he's out. So he'll come back next week in Portugal. Free Kahoot, Collapsy, MacPin, bottled, absolutely. So the good news is we don't need to get Josie Wales in as Kahoot's translator for the race.
Yeah,
if he made a podium.
Curse.
Yeah, commentator.
I wanted to say something though.
Go Nils. Yes. Yeah, mate.
He looks like he has just gone on the power a bit too early. Just battling too hard.
Yeah, I reckon a combo of that and that mounting a bit too much of the inside curb.
Yeah.
Because the curbs,
And also,
Game lost.
we were just about 10 laps ago. We were saying Kitch has done absolutely nothing. He's now P3 with Hartwigger just ahead of him
Yep, exactly.
as well.
Hartwigger and Kitch have gained massively from that.
Yeah, Vorno's saying the reason Kahoot crashed was he saw someone he knew in the crowd, apparently. That's right. Andy in the chat, criminal proceedings against Kahoot has just clearly taken his toll. I'll tell you what.
Oh, I love it, Andy.
I can tell you now, if you don't like banter, you're in the wrong league, because we just love. If there's one thing we do, we would love taking the piss out of each other here. And,
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's the best part about it.
Absolutely.
Who cares about the racing? It's just all about taking the piss out of each other.
That's it, exactly, McNeil's right on, absolutely. So, the chosen one up in front, Mr. Christmas Lights, as we like to call him, gave up the championship so he could go see some Chrissy Lights. And how about this boy? Second race in Rapid Racing League, Hartwigger in P2. And I know that he has absolutely struggled in Div1 in Formula ACE. Great to see him up there, and let's see if he can hold that on. Kitchy, England's finest, as Vorno likes to say, in the green machine Aston Martin. Ready saying to wake your parents up, McNeil's, they can hardly hear, mate. Talk louder. Jackos in P4. Willie.
He's fine.
He's doing fine. Absolutely.
He's doing great.
He's doing great. Willie in P5. You know what? Now that we've had our second safety car, I reckon it's going to be rain for the rest of the race. It ain't going to clear up. And I'm going to go out on the limb. I reckon to put Willie as a sneaky podium from here.
But it wouldn't surprise me at all, honestly, because he's been so quick so far, and he's catching up to Jackos very quickly before the safety car period. If he nails this restart, he's easily going to take fourth.
Yep. Rubrik's had a really good race there in P6. Swayze, P7, just holding his own. Kimmy, P8. Supra. What a drive from that boy. No lines, zero. Here you go, McNeil's. 0 assists. Complete.
Yeah.
No ABS, no traction, no racing line. Nothing.
Who's this, sorry?
Supra. Has
yeah.
no lines at all. Clapson is called Kimmy for the podium. There we go.
That's probably not a bad shout.
Look at that.
Wouldn't surprise me. It's been very unpredictable so far.
Look at that. Hendo's made a very good analogy there. Kahoot crashes and 7 people stop watching. Kahoot's entire family obviously couldn't get a rat test, decided to tune in, and now that he's crashed, they're all going to have a pot and a palmer at the pub, because that's the only place in Australia in WA you can actually go to the pub, because everything else is closed down.
I was going to say there's only one in Western Australia because no one lives there.
That's it, exactly. It's your boy in the chat, Spa flashbacks, when he underfueled. Do you remember that day when Kahoot underfueled? Do we remember the day that Kahoot spun it behind the safety car in Hungary? Gee, I tell you what. When he desynced in Austria. Oh, hang on. I reckon that's a good idea. I think we're going to do this. Give Supra his due. Storm Hutto, cockpit cam for Supra. I reckon we run through. He's had a bit of a struggle, Supra, but he has been one of our originals. Has been here since the start. So I really hope he gets a good shot.
He deserves it.
He does, absolutely.
He's calm, he's quiet, he's really easy to chat to and very just friendly. And he's fun to race with. He's always super clean.
Yes, very true. Reedy in the chat, the Rapid Kahoot League. It's just the Rapid League, mate. It's just a... Claps has gone Hartwigger for P1 under the safety car.
Daff also DNF. I don't think Daff will make those mistakes. He's been doing too well, and he's too consistent to be doing those.
And he said he's set up, he's comfortable with his car, and the number one thing you can have in this barring strategy is comfort and confidence in your car.
Yes. You know what? I think it's time. I think it's time to invite someone. I mean, I know he can't see the stream. You probably can, but I think it's time to get the Welsh maestro himself, the one and only, my co-com in crime, Mr. Rapid Vaughan, into the chat. see what he has to say.
Love to hear his thoughts.
Oh, I love to hear his thoughts. The Welsh hot lap is just, it's not the same without him.
No, never.
Never it is.
Never the
But,
same.
Streams, I think, buffering a little bit.
oh,
I'm
is
not
it?
actually sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it does that a lot, just on the odd occasion.
Yeah.
And then it's fine for the next 20, 30 minutes.
I think it's more to do when I open up an app.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah.
Yep. So,
Endo pointed out, Daff has DNF before. Yes, but it is rare. It's
But
far
that is a
in
very
between.
long time ago as well.
Yeah.
exactly.
Safety
Along-
cars in this lap, by the way.
okay, so let's ride on board here. See what Daffy can do.
How long have we had the safety car go for? What was that, 3 laps? That felt forever.
Oh, it did. Absolutely.
Made worth, obviously, the horrible
Oh, here we
conditions.
go.
Ah, here he is, Mr. Wales himself, the CEO of Rapid Europe, the Shane McMahon of Europe. Rapid Vaughan, mate. Jackie, how are you, mate?
Not doing too badly, boys. How we doing?
How good is the racing tonight, mate?
Oh, I'm so glad I woke up to watch this. I woke up a bit later to do the comms, but yeah, I saw it was on. I was like, I'm chucking this straight on.
Absolutely. Daff has just dropped their Hartwigger. We have got 3-wide action. Kitchy. He's trying to do an outside on the inside onto Hartwigger, but he hasn't been able to get the job done. Hartwigger stays it through into turn 1. Let's go through in terms of Jackos. He's dropping back already. Willie.
He's holding on.
Willie smells death. I'm telling you now.
Yeah.
Oh, Jackos. Did he get wing damage? Or is that just the rain? Oh, I think Willie's got damage. Rubik's on the outside. He's got the pass. Yeah, Willie's got damage. He's definitely got damage there.
I'm going to have a quick look and see.
Yeah,
he
and
has plate damage.
he's got plate damage. Unfortunately, that's going to end Willie's opportunity to get on the podium. Patrick Swayze's going to get through on the outside, on the inside here. So Swayze on the inside. He is dropping back faster than a hooker on a Saturday night, as Vorno would like to say. How's your day been so far, mate?
I've been up for an hour, so yeah, it's been really good.
Fair enough. Betsy gets himself up to P10. Willie's just dropping back, unfortunately. What a shame, mate.
It was going into the second chicane. He went up the arse of Jacko's.
And then he's sliding through. That promotes Super up to P7, Swayze to P6, Jacko's P4, Kitchy, Hartwigger, 1.5 seconds. Daff has already got himself a good, nice 10 second. The question I was saying to the boys, 7 laps to go. Vorno, I think we're going to be able to get these guys home. They're not going to need to box again now that that safety car's come through.
I think so. I think I've just seen Supra going up the arse of Swayze, I think, just going into Aqua Minerale. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Willie's lost it more.
So
it's all kicking off.
It is. These wet conditions. But Supra's no wing damage somehow. So he's lucky there. Kimmy smelling blood from the back end of him. Swayze's just holding these guys up. They've got to get past. He's really impeding their opportunity through. Jackos has been able to hold his own. Kitchy doing better than Daz today, which is a surprise. Kitchy obviously likes these wet conditions, Vorno.
Yeah, both of the Aston lads do. Daz, he says he prefers it when it's generally moist. And Kitch, well, he's just a water baby.
What was that again, Vaughan? What's he like it? Moist.
He likes it a little bit moist.
Moist, he does. Yes.
Moist.
Super gains a penalty there.
Yeah, you strap yourself in, McNeils. You'll learn one thing or two from us, boys. May not be good.
Lost it.
Debonair's lost it down in the back. Oh, yeah, he's spinning around. Willie's had to box, so he's out, unfortunately. So he was the driver of the day by Cody's because he gained 17 positions. And
he's the driver of the day for the people as well, though.
He is. He
He's
absolutely
the people's driver.
Exactly.
Hartwigger.
Heroic effort from him there.
Absolutely. So Hartwigger in P2, Rapid Kitch P3 with the penalty. Jackos holding his own, the owner, in P5 also with the penalty. Swayze, Supra, probably the drive of his life so far. Really stonking. He's got Swayze lined up. He just needs the opportunity. He's pushing him through the corners on the inside. Has he got the job done? He has. What a pass, Supra.
What a quality overtake that was.
That is a pass, Yano. That has been clipped. Better get that in the highlight reels. What a pass from Super. He is having an absolute stonking race today. Rubik up here in P5, Jackos. P4, Kitschy.
P4. He's holding it too, yeah.
He is.
Rubric will threaten that position soon enough. But
Yep.
Can't just say Hugh Daff 2.5 seconds in front of Hartwigger in P2 now.
Yep.
He's sailed away from his competition.
Yep. But do you really
If there was
think...
any doubt that this was Oliver, I think it's definitely cleared it up. We definitely know it's him now.
Yeah, I can
But
tell
I
you
think
now.
the Duffs have just got pace around Imola.
Absolutely. How
They
quick
both
was
have.
Ollie? Ollie was ridiculously
I
quick.
think that's why there was the kind of the thought like, hang on, is this you? But no, honestly, absolutely phenomenal from both of them, both days. Brilliant.
Absolutely.
Very, very impressed.
Yeah, very
I'd like
impressed.
to say,
Yeah.
with that, I was certain it was Hugh, and then I saw the lap from just today. I went, "Well, maybe that was Ollie. Maybe he's just improved a lot." Because
He's improved massively. Yeah.
I remember when he first raced here.
Yeah.
The rapping, I'm like, I was easily beating him, and now he's just doing in these laps, and I'm like, and I'm home and getting mid grid for Div3. I'm like, he's improved a lot.
Yeah, exactly. They have, and I tell you what, Ollie has definitely come on, found some form, mighty quick around this track. And I tell you what, I actually interviewed Hugh when he got pole, and he was a very bit disappointed to see that his brother had got within a second of him for qualifying. So he was a bit narky at us after. He goes, "What? You got that time?" I said, "Yeah, about that." So anyway, we're
Before
back.
you know it, you'll see the two Daffs in Div1 together.
Yes, and the one
Teammates.
yes, true. Now, question here: the hobbyist has got himself into a good position. He's P8, but no penalties so far. So he's got himself a good chance of jumping up to at least P4.
Fifth.
I think he's
Fifth?
going to jump to P6 max. Second
P6?
yellow flag in Sector 2.
Yeah, and that
It's
would
Will.
be Will.
Will.
So, oh no, and Broken Reptile has box
For
box for
wets.
wets. That is the ultimate.
Is it getting that bad?
Yeah, I
It's
don't think
consistent.
so. It's consistent,
Polar
but
forwarding.
geez, I tell you what, I think Betsy has Kimmy got, yeah, oh no, inside. Oh, this is not going to end well. Oh, Kimmy inside.
Contact between him and Betsy. Daz spun off too.
Daz spun off, there's carnage at the back. Kimmy doesn't care, he just wants a bit of Patrick Swayze. Goes a bit of dirty dancing. Oh, dirty as you like it.
Swayze a bit
Clip
wide.
that. Clip it. Kimmy gets the job done on the outside in the wet.
Betsy's just going to get past him too for good measure.
Oh, that's
side by
it.
side.
They're just passing here. Pass. Jamo and Noodles also battling out there for P11. Oh, no.
Oh, Jamo's lost it a bit. It's gone wide, but he's kept it on track.
Daz with a 3-second time penalty. He got a bit of a clip there at the end. Did you see that, Vorno? I didn't see it, mate.
I didn't know.
Ah, there you go. And Willie has retired, so he's out. But all the action down
really
here,
feel for him.
Hugh Daff can go and buy himself a latte and still lead this race by a couple of seconds, I think.
Or Haas somewhere. It's Jamo, JW.
Jamo, is he? He's
Spun.
he's spun
His
it
car's
massively.
fine,
His car's okay, but Kimmy up to P7. He's on track to probably, and now that he's got clear air, I think he's really going to monster these guys, and he might even catch Super by the end, who's got a penalty, with 3
Rubric
laps
and
to go.
Jackos,
Yep.
they're super close.
Yep.
I just want to say, Hartwigger's done an amazing job holding off Kitch so far.
Yep.
The gap's been less than half a second for the last couple of laps.
Mhm.
And you wouldn't know Hartwigger's only had 2 races in Div 1 from that performance so far. He's kept it very calm and collected.
Yes, exactly. The Alfa Romeo, the widest car in Imola history. I believe Hartwigger's had it at about 20 feet for the last 10 odd laps. Kitch, I tell you now, by the end of this race, if he does not know how to spell Alfa Romeo, I will go he. Because he's been looking at that rear end for the last 10 laps. Deminator with
The
another
problem
penalty.
is,
Yep.
he might get it confused with Alpha Tauri, because of course we've got Alfa Romeo and Alpha Tauri, but Alpha for both teams is spelled differently. So, I've seen plenty of people spell...
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen plenty
I'm
of
sure
people...
he'll just know how to spell Orlean anyway, 'cause I'm sure that's what it says on the back.
Oh, it does. I've got the wrong sponsor.
Oh,
Say Alfa Romeo.
Oh, there we go.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Say Bono.
Hang on.
2020
Okay,
car.
are we ready here, boys? Wait up. Get close, get close, get close, Kitchy.
Noodles are spun.
Noodles is spun.
Yeah. It's down to
With 2
P14
laps
now.
to go.
Yeah.
Hugh Daff, he's got himself off to the barista. He's given him a call, said, boys, I'll just have a skinny latte, 1 sugar. I've got this race won. Jackos is holding off Rubric at bay, which has been a really good performance from Jackos because in that first, once they went to inters, he just seemed to have no pace at all. Noodles is out. He's crashed. Sector
he's
1-3. Please, no safety car with 2 laps to go.
No, he's gone into pit lane. I see
He's gone to
Mercedes
pit
in
lap.
lane.
So,
I reckon Jamo might do the same thing too.
yeah, I think Jamo's in. I think Reptile's in as well.
No, Reptile stayed out.
Reptile stayed out. Oh, Jamo's gone to the softs. Would you believe it? So
Drifting.
he's gone for a drifting exercise. Someone watch him because it could be fun. Kitchy hasn't been able to do it. Rubric. These are all guys. Kimmy, I'm telling you now. Nah, he doesn't. He's not close enough, is he? With 2 laps to go, unless these guys
Betsy
in front
has
of him
a
got 6 laps. Betsy's got a penalty.
I was going to say, that damages Betsy's chances at scoring that solitary point. That might go straight to Relics.
Yep.
Or Wales even, because he's got no penalties. Josie's avoided getting penalties.
Yeah, and
He's going to be someone who's going to climb a lot.
So
Kimmy for a podium.
Yep, I think he's on.
Kimmy for a podium.
Maybe.
I think
I'd
so.
say P5 at best, but I could be wrong.
Mate, he's within 2 seconds of. He's not
Supra.
closing in on
Yeah.
Supra. Oh, jeez, I
Pass.
tell you what. Depends on what these boys are in front of him. But
It's
look,
Jamo.
yeah. I think what we'll do, I'm not going to. Obviously, we don't show the penalties. No penalties have come off anyway. So as it stands, we didn't see any 5 seconds.
What Jamo's doing is not on. He's
What-
just risking crashing and bringing. I mean, a safety car will not come out this late in the race, but as we see the leaders catch up to him, he's
Yep.
just going all over the place.
Get out of the road, Jamo. Hugh Daff, you don't want to be distracting the race leaders if they're coming up. Is he in the road, is he? No, that's
He's
Hartwig.
gone
doing
off
a
the
massive-
side.
He's doing
He's
a
gone off
massive.
to the side.
Yeah.
He's gone off the side.
Okay, that's good news.
I'm gonna say Hugh Daff's nearly 4 seconds in front of Hartwig now.
Yeah,
Except Kitch is now, with 1 lap to go, it's now less than 3/10.
yeah, but it's 3/10 and 3 seconds. Remember that?
Yeah, that's
Hartwig
true.
it's 3/10 and 3 seconds. So the thing is, Kitch has got to clear him and get 3 seconds with a lap to go. Hartwigger is just going to sit there and just go, you know what? You want to pass me, great. But I don't think it's... Oh, hang on. Oh, that was the bloody Jamo.
That was the Haas, yeah.
Yeah,
just
Haas getting out the
stopping
road.
to prevent a distraction.
Good work from Jackos to keep in touch with the top 3. Kimmy, I don't know, Vorno. I reckon you might be right here. He might actually sneak onto the podium.
It depends. I reckon he's going to be about P5.
P5?
Just behind, just above or behind Rubric.
Yeah, that's my thoughts too.
Ah.
It's going to be really wild. We know the top 2 is set in place if things stand for this last half, but
Yep.
3rd down to 10th, most of the points position places will be swapped around quite dramatically, I'd say.
Yeah, exactly. So looks like Kitchy's going to try and hopefully hold on for 3rd. The only one's really going to knock him out there is Kimmy, depending on penalties. But as you know, we don't know the penalty situation. Hartwigger is really... Broken Reptile is retired.
Reptile, the other Haas.
He's retired in the pits. Hartwigger holding on for 2nd. But right now, it has been from lights. He got challenged by Betsy early. But since he took that dramatic change, took the early pit on for Inters, took the lead. And Kahoot did push him until he went out. But it's back-to-back wins for Hugh Daff. Pole win. That is the way Hugh Daff does. Like a good stripper. Loves a pole. Hartwigger in P2. Kitchy P3. Kimmy gets to P4. Jackos
Yeah,
P5. Rubric P6. Supra P7. JC Wales P8. Swayze P9. Blaney Black, the last of our points getters, with Relic in P11. Betsy P10. But that's it, boys.
Can I say, Josie, I was right about him gaining points from that. He got a lot of positions from just avoiding the penalties there.
Yes, exactly. So I'm going to invite these boys to the chat. don't know if I've got Hartwigger.
You can invite him by race director or whatever.
Can someone invite him into the chat, please?
Yeah, I'll do it right now.
And Kitchi, our driver of the day.
Where are you, what's his name? Hartwigger, yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, Kitch is appearing offline at the moment. Hang on, let me chuck him an invite.
So that's it.
Look at that podium, mate. Oh boy.
So Hartwigger's in, and congratulations to Hugh Daff. Makes it back-to-back. Pole win. That's the way that Hugh Daff likes to do it. So his back-to-back wins. Firstly, got the brain, and then the great win there for. We've got Kitchy's joined us as well. We'll get to the podium interviews in just a second. But let's wrap this up. And your winner, Hartwigger, or Hugh Daff in P1. Hartwigger in his second race in Division 1. I am sure right now he is absolutely, as Frizy would be saying, having scenes in his house. Rapid Kitch P3 on the podium once again, the British Bulldog. Kimi Räikkönen P4, the Jackos P5, the owner in P6, Rapid Super P7, JC Wales P8, Swayze P9, Benny Black rounds out the points in P10 with Relic in P11 and Betsy in P12. Let's get ourselves over to Victory Lane with our race winner, Hugh Daff. Congratulations, back-to-back wins. How does it feel?
Oh, that's a good start to the season, isn't it?
It is.
Absolutely.
So, look, tell us a bit about your race, mate. You were under a bit of a pressure a bit early from Betsy. He got past you, but he got past him. Then, obviously, the rain came, and Kahoot made his way up behind you. He didn't let you go, and then made a dramatic mistake. I think it was it turn 2, SD?
I think so.
Yeah.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. And then from another safety car, you sort of cleared out 3 to 4 seconds from Hartwigger. And as I said, with 2 laps to go, you could have ordered yourself a skinny latte with 1 sugar, picked it up from the pits, and you probably still would have won. So well done, Huey. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you so much. You really said it all, didn't you?
No, well, you can continue on, mate. That's all good. What else?
There's not much more to say, really. Just holding gaps the whole race, really. It's 2 and then get it out to 3, hold it at 3 for a little while, push it out to 4. There's really a lot doing.
Yeah, handled pressure really well there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Kahoot did storm up behind me. That was quite scary. But then he couldn't get it off the last corner, so couldn't really make the overtake work.
Fair enough. But look, another win, and then we move on to Portugal. How do you think that how do you think you'll go there in Portugal? One of your favourites?
Oh, it's probably the worst track for me, but put in some time in the time trial and see how I go.
Fair enough then. Moving on to P2, and this is one guy that I know that has, as the principal team owner of the AlphaTauris in our sister league Formula ICE, this boy he hasn't had the best of years in Div1, and I'm sure he'll be the first to admit it, but today, Hartwigger, he's only his second race in rapid racing, and his first podium. Congratulations, mate. Tell us about your race.
Thank you. Did not expect that. Starting from P11 on the mediums, knew we could try stretch it long to the rain, which we did. It was a very, very tight pack. I don't know, it was like 8 cars long, I think, to the dries, and then, a couple of safety cars stopped us out. Hugh Daff was out front. I was never going to catch him. He had some rapid pace, so just had to hold off Kitchy from behind, and just got a good drive off the final corner, which allowed me to get P2, and pretty chuffed.
Fantastic. Mate, look, any questions? Mickey, Vorno, Nick Neal's got a question for Hartwigger?
No, I mean, all I got to say is you did amazingly, mate. That was wonderful to see you up there. You kept it consistent, kept it clean. Did a really good effort there, and made the most of it where it counted.
Yep.
So congrats on P2.
Cheers,
well
mate.
deserved.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Hopefully that is not the last time that we see you up on the podium. And look, in third, a great battle between him and Hartwigger at the end, and only less than a second for most of those last 10 laps. Brings it home in P3. Kitchy, congratulations, mate. Must be happy with the podium.
mate. Chuffed a bits.
Chip.
Yeah, they're better than I expected, to be fair. Just tried to capitalise on the changing weather, made the right call, looked out a little bit. Yeah, fucking sorry swearing, but yeah, happy.
That's okay.
Oh no, you're good, mate. You know, you're good, mate.
Vorno says that you are one of the biggest fans of moist track. He says you like it moist, so obviously.
I love a bit of moisture. I'm getting a bit elevated now than I like, but yeah, I didn't want to risk it. I didn't want to take us both out the race and just lose the podium. And as soon as the boys behind me, they got pens as well, I thought, well, I'll just stick behind you, pace it too bad.
Nah, fair enough, mate. So look, I was talking to Vorno last week in the chat. You, yourself and Daz, when you start getting it together, you're my pick for the constructors. It still is. I know that Daz probably didn't have the result that he was hoping for, but you guys are going to be consistent this year, and you're definitely taking it to the Aussie boys. How are you finding it in the Australian Div 1 in terms of the speed, the pace, the racing? What's it like for you?
Well, we just witnessed a 13.9 today, so I think that speaks for itself.
Mm-hmm.
It's unbelievable. The quality pace was just unbelievable today. That just says everything, doesn't it? It's another level up, but yeah, I'm loving it. Loving the challenge.
No, fantastic.
Loved myself a good race.
Good
Managed to get through the pack nicely today. Hopefully we can just do the same again. Keep going.
No, good stuff. Excellent. So we move on to Portugal next week. Mickey, Vorno, McNeil's, anything that you want to ask our podium places?
Other than what I said before about Hartwig, again, well deserved. You know, it was very changeable conditions out there, made that very tricky for everyone. And you along with Hartwiger and UDAF, made the most of it. Got a well deserved podium out of it. So good stuff.
Absolutely. So look, I'm going to wrap it up from here. May I just make a massive shout out to all our spectators today. We had 40 viewers, which is the most that we've actually ever had to a Division 1 race. Thank you so much to absolutely everybody for tuning in. Make sure you tune in tomorrow night for Mr. SD Romulus as he takes the Division 3 in the lobby of Broken Dreams. For some reason, every time he opens up a lobby, it breaks. But it'll be good through around from Imola. And the rest of the week, we've got the Div 1 and Div 3 in Euros in Spain. Is that correct?
It is indeed, yeah.
Okay, can I ask a really simple question here? You guys have got a 16 races, right? So Hendo's taken out every third. Yet you still end up with that shit track. Did you manage that?
That's what everyone has been saying.
Seriously, why didn't you just race around Monaco for 16 rounds?
We had more people say they wanted to do Monaco actually as well than Spain, but it's not about what we want the drivers to feel comfortable with. It's pushing them to their limits and seeing who really can perform under pressure at a track that not everyone really enjoys or really likes, or you can get great racing or overtakes out of, and it shows. We had a cracking race.
Yeah, I saw the multi-cars this morning. I saw the multi-cars. I don't know about, pushing your drivers, but you're certainly pushing your spectators from boredom. But anyway, no, it was pretty exciting, I must say. Very well done.
That's what we've got Ryan in the comms box for. Everyone loves his
It was
northern
good.
accent.
Absolutely. So, and McNeil's, I believe...
He just waffles, so he keeps it going.
Absolutely. So, guys, look, to all our viewers tonight, thank you so much. As I said, we got up to about 40, which is definitely the most that I've seen on a Div 1 stream, which is just testament. We're building, I would hope, the Premier League here in Australia and in Europe. Thanks so much to Vorno for joining me, McNeil's, as well as SD. To Hugh, back-to-back wins. Let's see if we can make it 3 in Portugal, mate. That would be the perfect start to your season after you decided to go and watch some Chrissy Lights at the end of the year. God only knows why you did that, mate. But anyway. But from me,